Let's talk a little bit about testing requirements and school assessments based on testing. Now, you've told us about some of the changes recently in some of the curriculum and things that aren't required. And I assume that then, therefore, testing in those areas is no longer an accountable measurement. But whether it's, for some time, testing was everything. And so would you like to see reform in the focus of testing and school assessment so that teachers can really teach rather than function as an assembly line worker in a factory called school?
My answer is going to be yes, but we had actually gone through and made a lot of those changes. Removed the No Child Left Behind, extraordinary testing, every test. And we've basically gone to a very small skeleton framework of just testing math, history, science, and English. That's all. And you do it every couple of years. You could have it in third grade, sixth grade, ninth grade, and 12th grade. Just make sure that the kids are getting the fundamentals. Mm-hmm. Well, when some of the educrats determined that there was the pushback on No Child Left Behind, and I understand that, and I had some pushback on that as well, their goal immediately became get rid of all accountability. And they thought it was an opportunity to do it. And honestly, they were right. They have basically won that battle. We basically passed a law in Virginia, at least the Senate of Virginia passed it, and fortunately it was killed in the House recently, that says if the federal government doesn't require the test, we won't have any tests. I mean, that's really just unbelievable. So the key, I think, for people who care about education is you should not go to one or the other extreme. You should not have a teacher that all they do is teach to a test. That's not productive, and we had fallen into that path. But you have got to have a certain amount of accountability. Right. We found out through the Standards of Learning framework tests that Petersburg was failing. They were failing generationally. I mean, they were failing the kids generation after generation. What the Senate Finance Committee did is we went in and found that it was a leadership problem. We plucked a leader out of Chesterfield County, put him into Petersburg. He was a leader. I mean, he went in there to love those kids, but did it in a way that allowed them to make some repairs to those schools. Unfortunately, today, if that occurs, and I'm sure it is occurring in Petersburg and other areas, you will never have the early warning. You will not know. You will just say, that classroom is not doing well. The SATs tests are not going well. Just put more money in. That's the only option. So it is a yes, but answer, but I think it's a critical distinction between having too many tests and having no accountability whatsoever.